Hi. Did you know this about Lagos State? Lagos got its name from Portuguese seafarers in the 15th century. Lagos means lakes in Portuguese. Now let's crunch some numbers about this metropolis in Nigeria. The latest data from Lagos Bureau of Statistics shows that Lagos is not the third largest economy in Africa. But the size of this city in Nigeria is worth taking note of. In 2021, the GDP of Lagos was 26.587 trillion naira or $75.965 billion. This figure represents approximately 15.3% of Nigeria's GDP in 2021. In terms of percentage contribution to the national GDP, the 2021 figure was the lowest contributed by the state over a 5-year period between 2017 and 2021. That said, if Lagos was a country in Africa, it would be 9th biggest country behind Nigeria, South Africa, Egypt, Algeria, Morocco, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Ghana. As of 2022, if you deduct the GDP of Lagos from Nigeria, then Nigeria would slump to third position behind South Africa and Egypt. To put that into perspective, the state's GDP is larger than the combined GDP of 9 West African neighbors: Niger, Benin, Togo, Chad, Sierra Leone, Liberia and the Gambia. Formerly the seat of the government, Lagos is Nigeria's economic capital. It tops the list of the best African cities for tech startups and is home to Nigeria's busiest seaport and the country offices of tech giants like Google and Microsoft. In 2021, Lagos managed to outperform its direct competitors Nairobi, Cape Town, and Johannesburg when it comes to attractiveness for startups. Besides making a name for itself as a tech hub that is rapidly advancing towards a 24-hour economy, Lagos boasts of being the biggest metropolitan area in Africa. In terms of the richest cities in Africa, Lagos ranks 4th after Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Cairo. Lagos is the entertainment headquarter in Africa since it is home to famous Nigerian actors, musicians, and comedians. The majority of the record labels for international stars of Nigerian descent have their offices in Lagos. So, if you got skills in singing, acting, dancing, and stand-up comedy, Lagos is the right place to birth your dreams because it gives you access to the right network and resources. Based on landmass, Lagos is the smallest state in Nigeria but has the highest number of residents. On a daily basis, the population of Lagos is growing by approximately 3,000 people, or roughly 1.1 million annually. Therefore, the true population figure of the Greater Lagos in 2022 is approximately 28 million, up from some 23.5 million in 2018. Lagos has therefore overtaken Kinshasa as Africa's most populous city. Lagos State hosts the tallest building in West Africa. Facts about Lagos would be incomplete without mentioning the Third Mainland Bridge. The Third Mainland Bridge is the longest in Nigeria. It connects Lagos Island to the mainland, with a distance spanning 11.8 kilometers in length. This Lagos Bridge was the longest in Africa until 1996, when the current longest bridge in Africa was constructed in Cairo. Lagos is the center for all kinds of business activities. It isn't surprising that it has the highest number of millionaires in Nigeria and third in Africa, behind Johannesburg and Cairo. Even with the high level of wealth and success, there's also a certain level of poverty in the city, but it isn't the highest in the country. It is pleasing to note that Lagos is home to businesses and hard work. In the same breath, it is also home for relaxation and parties. Lagos is known to have a function every weekend. Beautiful beaches to resorts, conservation centers, golf clubs, and world-class restaurants abound across Lagos. Even if all you wanted is the local food, music, or art, you can have it all in Lagos. The Lagos Seaport is one of the top 10 seaports in Africa and also the earliest and the largest seaport in Nigeria. This seaport processes approximately 80% of all imported goods into Nigeria and 70% of goods exported. Its seaport is ranked 5th busiest seaport in West Africa. One of the interesting facts about Lagos is that you cannot escape traffic in this city. Although you can get access to some places via water transportation. As far as you are commuting by land, be prepared for traffic. In Lagos, we call it go slow. Amid the fun and sightseeing, make room for traffic congestion which may sometimes last for hours. Lastly, Lagos is religion tolerant. In Lagos, you will find different religions, but the predominant religions are Christianity and Islam. They all coexist